What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video for Heroes of Crown. This is Payne, and today, guys, we're going to be covering something that a lot of people have never even touched upon or even know about, and that is end game gear and how it affects you and how you should prepare for probably one of the longest and hardest journeys you're going to have in this game. Now, a lot of people are obviously focusing on their character development, the characters that they're going to be using in terms of Ascension, but quite honestly, the real end game CP increase, the combat power increase, is going to come from your gear, and is going to come from your awakenings and your trinkets and your relics. And we're going to talk about all of those things in a separate video, but today, guys, I'm going to strictly focus on gear and how you should prepare and what resources you should be gathering for the final outcome and end game gear that you'll be aiming for once you unlock the Ancient Sanctuary. Okay, so first thing I want to point out is a lot of you guys are going to be looking at gear that's going to be orange color, red color, but most of you will never even see the legendary bluish purple color ones. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys kind of the tier list of gear and how it progresses. All right, we're not going to bother with blue, we're not going to bother with green, none of that matters. Really starts with orange, red, and then the legendary. Okay, so let's look at just any random character that has equipment right now on, and I'm going to show you guys. This is orange gear. Okay, so this is the way gear works. You get a 1-star orange gear. Okay, you can collect them from the tower, the Dragon Spar Tower. You can buy them for 1,500 from the market. Diamonds, you can collect them through different ways, like leveling, going through adventure mode. But essentially what happens, guys, you use your lower end gear to level up and quick craft this gear here. Okay, so if you craft, for example, you will use the stuff that's here. You'll fill all, and as you can see here, it goes to 5-star. Once that hits 5-star, you go one more level up, and it'll actually become a 1-star red gear, which is this stuff right over here. Okay, now the red gears plays a very vital part that a lot of people don't know about, and this is kind of what I want to touch base on. Okay, as you can see here, they have a great HP boost for boots. They have an attack one, I believe, for ring. They have HP for chest, and then of course attack for weapon. Once you get to red star, the stars actually start mattering. Okay, and the reason why, guys, and I'm going to explain to you really shortly why they matter. I'm going to go ahead and go to one of my characters here that has a full set of legendary. So this is what the legendary gear looks like. So purple, bluish, more purple, I guess. And the way this works is completely different. You no longer are going to be using other gear to level this gear up. Instead, you're going to be using specific stones. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead to hit enhance. See, it has a brand new option called enhance. No longer craft. Now it's called enhance. All right, and as you can see here, the stats on these are way better. Okay, we're talking about basic attributes are higher, blessing effects, and I'll explain to you guys exactly what that is, because you're going to need a set of resources to level that up. The phase, and this is where your red gear comes into play, and then of course the set when you have it at 2-piece or 4-piece. Okay, so this is the attack set. There's 3 sets of gears. There's a attack set, a defensive set, and then a healing set. All right, and they all do different things, and they all have different stats. Now here's how this works, guys. Okay, when you start getting into legendary gear, first off, I'm going to explain to you how to get them. Okay, when you unlock the in the wilderness, when you unlock the Ancient Sanctuary, every 2 days, guys, you're going to have this challenge where you fight 10 stages. Okay, and you unlock these dust things, and you can start combat with 2 different teams. You'll fight 2 teams. You have to create 2 teams. And in 10 stages, you'll collect items. These are the items right here that you'll obtain. Okay, you get yourself some stones in order to level up your gear. Get yourself some enhancement gears to awaken your gear even further, from 1-star to 2-star to 3-star to 4-star to 5-star finally. Then you get these arcane things that you can break up and actually get specific ancient stones in order to get legendary gear. Now that's going to be a key part. And then of course you get gold and other items here. Okay, now the place to buy this stuff, I'm going to really quickly show you that as well, is if you go to the Trading Emporium and you go over to the not champion shop, the sky shop. No, it's not sky shop. Sorry guys. It's the rank shop. No, glory shop. I forget where it was. There, champion shop. Sorry, champion shop. So this is where you want to spend your tokens. Okay, you're going to get yourself divine dust, and I'm going to show you guys what that does. This was the enhancement of the awakening of your gear, and this is the actual leveling of your gear. Okay, so a lot of you guys are going to have these like kicking around your inventory, and you're like, well, how the hell does this work? Well, this is how it works. All of this dust can only be used on legendary gear. So what happens, guys, when you collect those items and you go to something called an arcane furnace, it's in your arcane barrier, you click on it and you're going to actually get to destroy these little items, the ancient crystals, and each time they're going to give you guys a value here that goes up, right? And eventually if you get 300, you get to choose one of these items, and it'll randomize the set that you get. So that's that's number one way of getting a legendary gear. Number two is, as you're breaking them down, you're going to get these stones. Okay, right here. Legendary soul stones. When you get 100, you can finally open it up and it gives you a random piece of legendary gear again. So that's the second way of getting it. And then of course the last way, guys, of getting anything that's legendary gear related is going to be through the actual gift bundles right here. Okay, so you can buy random legendary gear. Again, it is a random drop. These packages are extremely expensive, but they give you everything you need in order to level up and move on. All right, so that's what legendary gear, that's how you get it. Okay, now when you get it, what do you do with it? So first off, understand which characters you're going to apply it to, right? So for example, an attack character, you're going to apply the attack one, right? If you go to a defensive character, sorry, I'm going to go to a defensive character. Oh, actually here, Twins is good example. Her, I have her with defense and healing, so both. Her attacks here have a 10% chance to stun. This is the healing set, okay, called the devotion set. And then this here, it gives her a 10% chance to, reflects 10% and it gives her HP 10% up as well, right? So this is a really good one to have a mix for her. And then lastly, for Panda, for example, I have the full tank set. Right, so understanding number one, how you want to distribute the gear is important. Number two, what do you do with the gear? Like, how do you level up and stuff? So here I'm going to explain to you guys how that works. So you can see here I have a level 3 Goddess of Judgment Divine Sword +3. Okay, so the base attributes are only going to increase as you level up. So that's going to be called your enhancement right here. And these are the stones that you use in order to enhance. All right. So first one goes to level 100, second is 200, third one is 300, then 400, then 500, right? Pretty straightforward. As you progress, it gets harder and harder in order to level these up, and it gets way more expensive. There's a lot of gold involved, okay? But once you hit the pinnacle or the highest level possible, you're going to go to refine. When you refine, you're going to require these items that I explained to you earlier that you get from Ancient Sanctuary, all right? And this will actually evolve your sword to the next enhancement phase, all right? Which gives you the ability to, number one, increase its level, increase the attack power, and then imbue the soul phase 4. Now this is what I'm going to show you guys. Imbue is where you use your red gear. Remember when I told you guys you need level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red gear? You don't want to level all your red gear right away, because when you hit imbue level 1, you need to have a level 1 red gear. All right, if you don't have that, you can't imbue it, so you're stuck. So it's good to have on hand at least a level 1 for each of the items for your main characters, okay? And then when you get to imbue 2, you need that, 3, and then 4, lastly, then 5, okay? So it's very important, guys, not to waste your red gear, not to necessarily level them all up right away. You want to keep one on hand, especially if you're hunting for legendary gear, because you won't be able to advance any further without it. And the increase, the equipment attributes is massive. We're talking about 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%. 50% more attributes is crazy, right? So keep that in mind. Now lastly, guys, with the gear set, you're also gonna have something called a blessing. All right, so remember when I told you guys those powders right here, you guys probably have them kicking around. You're like, what the heck do I do with this? Well, this is what you do with it, guys. It's called blessing level. All right, and what happens is you start with level 1 and it gives you the option, randomly gotcha, okay, attack power increase, HP increase, HP percent increase, defense increase, and I believe there's one other one that I'm probably missing. Maybe that was it, actually. And as you go up and you use these powders, you have the ability to increase by either 1 or 2 levels. 1 if it's a regular increase, right? You'll hit a threshold here, and I believe it's 1 EXP per, right? Or you can do a critical hit and go up 2 levels. All right. So it's extremely important, guys, to keep these on hand. And when you see them in your packages, be wise about what you choose. If legendary gears is something you're going for, these stat boosters are pretty big, right? I mean, like 6% HP increase is pretty massive, guys. Getting another 2,690 attack power on your already existing legendary weapon is pretty substantial. So that's how legendary weapons work, guys. So again, just to summarize everything here, orange gear becomes red gear. That's okay. Okay, when you get red gear, you don't want to necessarily get it all maxed out to level 5. First off, it's extremely expensive to do that. And number 2, you do want to have 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star of each set at least kicking around, okay? That way, when you start hunting for legendary gear in the Ancient Sanctuary, it does take time to get gear, but when you get it, you want to go guns blazing. Like, you want to have everything ready and pour it into your legendary gear and get it on your characters as soon as possible, because your CP level will skyrocket, I promise you. So that's essentially it. I want to show you guys this because a lot of you don't know anything about this end game stuff, because a lot of you guys are still playing early on, and for a lot of new server people, you're not going to know what to do with your gear. So this is a guide to help you get to that point. So please, guys, don't waste your resources. understand what you want to get. If you're going to be hunting for legendary gear, when you open up your treasure boxes and they give you options to choose something, think about that. Like, think about what you want to get ahead of time, so you prepare yourself for the most success when you're ready to actually start going for these 4-piece sets, right? All right, guys, that's it for the gear guide. I wanted to go over that real quick just to give you a hand and understand what to expect in the end game content. The next thing I'm going to talk about, guys, is going to be relics on another video, and also going to be talking about trinkets and talismans, right? Relics are extremely important because a lot of people don't know how to max it out and then how to unseal it and what it does, so we'll go over that. And then also what buffs you want to look for, and how to use the proper stones and what you should be looking for in your talismans. All right, guys, this is Payne. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you again for the support, guys. I'm getting a lot of positive reviews on these videos, so if you like it, subscribe, send it a like, let your friends know about it, and I hope you guys are enjoying the game. Take care. We'll talk soon.